Welcome back, everybody, to a brand new episode of Space Engineers. Is this episode 30? No, last episode was episode 30. We're 31, right? Episode 31. It's episode 31, guys. And we are here. I did some work to the actual, what's this thing called? Right here? What's this thing called? This thing right here? The cockpit? Not the cockpit. The bridge. Did some work to the bridge. Whoops, wrong button. Turn off. Okay, there you go. I also, let's hold on. Let me start that over. I did some work to the bridge. I'm trying to throw in some thrusters. Like, this is going to extend out pretty dang far, you know, out to here. Hopefully that's going to be enough thrust to push it down and push it up, because I'm going to have to kind of, you know, do that same thing down below. Hopefully that works. We'll find out. I do want to, this is a cargo container. I might have to move it. I don't know yet, but I want to kind of build this up and put some turrets up here. Some that rotate. It might not be every single one. We're going to figure that out as we go. Gonna have to kind of wing it. I just wanted to build a lot of conveyor systems in there. I actually had conveyor systems running all the way through here too, but I ended up putting thrusts in. It worked out kind of well. But yeah, you can kind of see the bottom of the thrust right here. Well, not kind of. You can just see the bottom of the thrust right there. So that's a thing. It's slowly starting to come together. I do have to say I'm pretty happy with the way this turned out. I'm debating what I want to put up here. I feel like I should have some form of like antenna. You know, like the is it this one? You know, I feel like we could do something along the lines of like this. I have to build up like a rotor, I think, on top of it. I can't do that because this is in the way. Stupid space station. But anyway, that's kind of where we're at right now. I didn't do like anything insane or out of the ordinary when it came to building it. Just kind of mess with it. Just kind of play with it. But I do think that I don't like the way this side looks versus the way this side looks. I think this looks a lot better. I'm trying to think of what I could put in here as a like design element. Like, do I want to put light, like a spotlight there? Or it's too bad I can't even kind of work in some connectors that could extend out and connect, but that wouldn't really make sense because I got to start building the wing for the thrust. And that's what I really want to work on right now. What's my inventory full of? Junk. Actually, no, it's not that bad. Let's get rid of some of the stuff that I don't need. This one. So let's get rid of this, and this, and then let's actually, I didn't mean to turn that off. Let's go control panel. Let's go build and repair. Let's take the group, including this one, and turn them all off because I'm not quite ready for this to start building as I go through it. And I am getting some frame rate drops, and that makes me nervous. Okay, so essentially what I want to do is, I don't like the fact I'm going to kind of be covering up the window. It kind of defeats the purpose, which is unfortunate, because what I should do probably first is, let's go, I think I have one of these with thrust on it, right? Like large, like, we need to throw a couple of these bad boys on here. And how do I want to do it? Like, because this might give me a better idea of how I'm actually going to design this in the end. Can't I hold the control or alt and scroll wheel to like push it out farther? Or in? No? Okay. I have no idea what I'm talking about apparently. If I go like this, I don't like it. I think that it needs to, I think that I need to probably put a bunch of batteries in here. Because I have my med bay up here, like, right? Like, maybe this needs to be, let's come out like this. Kind of winging this design as I go. Something like this to kind of fill that in. And then let's do the same thing more or less over here. What I've been doing is I'm kind of building this out, and then I just run build and repair. And then build and repair do its thing after the fact. I take long breaks. That's what I did over there on this whole section, and then I come back to it once it's done. But I think what I might do is I might throw in, I thought I had batteries. Okay, right there. I think what we're going to do is we're going to throw in like an absolute ton more batteries in here. I don't think that's a bad idea to have extra batteries, just in case for some reason we do lose some power. We might be able to at least limp our way home or whatever. But we might as well go with something like this. Again, might be too much. I don't know, you guys can tell me, because you're the experts. This is my first massive ship build with the goal of taking on a deadly encounter. That's my goal. Let's see here. how do I want to do this? This is such a pain to figure out. Like, this is such a fun thing to do. So we do like this and like this and kind of curve that in, I guess, down there. So that's 2. And you probably don't fit in here that nice. What does that look like? Yeah, I think I'll go like that. Okay, let's just take a quick little look at how they did this. So they kind of built it first straight out, and then looks like they just built the armor around it. So the height wise, where do I want this sitting at? I think I kind of want it sitting I think this height is good. I really do. I'll branch it out. I mean, it's going to be decently sized because I'll probably put, like, this has, for instance, this ship alone has 1 large thruster and then a couple smalls. So I'll probably put, at the end of this, on this outside here, I'll probably put 1 large thruster each, maybe. And then do 1 large thruster going the other way, too, for slowing down power. But for that to look good, I feel like it needs to come out, like, even further. I'm actually really nervous about building this because I have no idea what I'm doing. So if I did something like that, I feel like I should go out just a little bit further. Oh, man, I have no idea what I'm doing here. So if we did something like this, and then do I dare... I want it to be vertical, or do I actually want it to be horizontal? Like, how would it look if I did... I don't know what just happened there, but craziness. That's what happened. Like, if I do that... I think I like it with the idea of... Oh my gosh, all the wrong buttons. I think I like it with... this. Oh my goodness. We did like that and that, so double like that. Does that work? Did I do those the same way? Yeah. And then I can push out the armor just a little bit further. Like, for instance, this slaps into there, so we could do a solid one, and then let's go down to a solid one, a steep one. Let's go not as steep. This is the type of stuff that makes me nervous. I don't know why, because I feel like I've done a somewhat decent job with building my ship so far. But you also don't really want to mess it up either. So then I think on this, I want to do something like that. Going that way, or should I do... smaller ones? Right now I have no forward stop though, so I need to incorporate some forward thrust stop. Is it gonna look weird if I change it up though? That's the question. It might look weird. So if I did... it's not gonna fit in there nice. I think actually what I want to do... I think what my problem is I want to take it down here. Now, let's see. Maybe this will look better for me. Why does it all of a sudden seem so much bigger? Oh, because I did it. I see. I see what I did. I am just losing my mind. That's all it comes down to, guys. Nothing new. Oh, my goodness. Stop. This is why I have it turned off to where it does not automatically build. I did it again. I swear there was a way to, like, zoom out your placement. So it was, like, further out there, so it's easier to do this. Because it's very frustrating to try and... set this stuff up right when you can't see what you're doing. You know what I mean? Come on. Just go easier for me here. There you go. Okay, so... do I like that? I might have to sneeze here. I might have to sneeze, so I don't know what's going to happen. Might be quiet. Oh my God. Okay, we're good. I think I sniffled it away. The question is with how massive the ship is, That wing is not nearly big enough. It's not nearly big enough. What am I doing? I think we're gonna have to go just kind of insane in the membrane here. So I want it to be pretty far out-ish. I probably want it to be somewhere... I want it to come back further than that thrust, I think. Somewhere in that area. I don't want it to be too far forward. Am I out of steel plates already? My goodness. Steel. Great, I have 53. Let's go production. Let's go boom, boom, boom. And let's start making some more. So we have it. Okay, so then if I go... How far forward do I want to go? Maybe at most... I'd like the thrust to be right before that window. So I think that'd be okay. So like, now if we're looking at this, if those are like big design style like this, which I just need to kind of try mimicking that better. That has upward thrust too. That's good to keep in mind. What do I think of that? Might be a little too wide, but we'll figure that out. Okay, so we need to figure out how I want to do the thrust. I would like to have... Let's do downward first, or upwards thrust first. So I think I want to go down here. Let's go down a couple. Can actually probably be as low as that. And then if I do from there, do I want to go this angle? So let's do that. Let's do double in there. I know this is probably painful to watch in a way because I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm just trying to show you guys like where my thought process goes and how far off it is. How long is this thing? So if I were to stick it in here, like where does that come out at? Okay, so really I could push it back just a little bit further. So let's go grab, I think it was 2. I'm getting low on oxygen. I'm gonna have to go grab some here. Like that. So that would come right up to... So then this would probably turn into a... Let's see here. Angled piece like that. We'll angle out that wing a little bit. So then I could... Let's go throw in... I think I want to do... I already have all that thrust, but I think I want to put 2 more on here. Well, 2 steel plates. 2 facing the right way there. Okay, so if I did thrust like that facing this way, I have downward thrust already. I think what I would do is let's just slap upwards thrust, or I mean, this is downward thrust. I have upward thrust already. And what's going on here? I see. I think that'll be all right. Obviously, this is going to be reinforced by a lot more than just one of these. I'm going to have a kind of a different design coming out from like here, I want to say. Starting like right here. Whoops. You know, if I did something, I doubt it's going to be just straight steep 45s, but, you know, I'd do something along the lines of like this. You know, should line up pretty well, I think. Because I get lucky sometimes. Not quite. I could extend it out a little bit with some of the shorter angles. Oh, no, this is going to be back way further anyway. But kind of an idea here. I hope I didn't just... That would suck if I broke that. Okay, because let's put in the other... The reverse thrust. Did I say it right this time? I keep saying the wrong thing, like I'm going backwards more or less. Was it this far out? Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it needs to go... Get rid of 1 more of these. Okay. Then we can go like this. I did this as like up and down. Yeah, okay. Orientation, I had like this and like this. I think I'm okay. That's forward, backwards, up and down, except for these don't line up correctly with those. So if I go like that, and if I go like that. I might actually want to, I know I'm all over the place here, but I might actually want to put them back further. I want a less steep of an angle up front and more steep in the back, I guess, is why I'm thinking that. Oh my god, I'm almost out of oxygen. Oh my god, I'm about to die. Okay. And okay, right? Go with that? Sweet. So my goal is to get it to kind of line up. Let's see, let's rip this out real quick. That's what I want to take on with this ship, is that dangerous encounter. See if I can do it. I have no idea at this point. I'm really nervous to do it. I'll probably take on a smaller, vessel at first, just to test it, just to see what I can do. What kind of damage, what kind of trouble I can get into. And then we might take on a more dangerous one. I still got to set the railguns. I want railguns in the front of this thing. It's going to be cool. Okay. Let's do... I'm saying a lot. I apologize for those that drives you crazy. But it is what it is. Not much I can do about it. I mean, there is a lot I can do about it. This isn't what I wanted. I want it to... Okay, if I go here... Actually, I think what I want to do... I am all over the place right now trying to figure this out. This is terrible. Yeah, see, that's just not enough. That's not steep enough. I need to do just try to be really annoying now, I guess. I need to do this. I have to do this all the way. Let's see where it ends up at now. I guess I don't have to do that. Like, I could go about that far. And then I could just do... There's gonna be some thickness to this too, right? And then if I go like this, I could turn around. This might not look bad here. Let's see. If I go boom, 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 connect you in with that. Go like this, and then do a heavy slope. Oh my goodness, like that. That'd give it a decent... Yeah, I'm kind of cool with that. I am kind of cool with that. So the challenge now, though, is I want to reinforce the armor around this. So do I just build this up? Let's not go too crazy here yet, because I got to figure out... Actually, you know what? I think I might want this just to be flat back there. If anything, what I would do is I'd probably just do something like this. And probably just something like this. I know, it's just, I change up the angles sometimes. How terrible does that look from up here? Actually, I kind of like that because it looks like it's just, yeah, I think I like that design. So now what it's all about is I need to form this to where it looks better down here, but also then encase all these thrusters at the same time. This is going to be a challenge. This is going to be a very difficult challenge, and I'm here for it. I don't know why I went into that view. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. You know. You know what I mean? Let's see here. I don't think I'm able to make it look rounded off. Like, I think I'm gonna have to just go with more straight edges. Granted, I might be able to bring something up from down here too. It looks like it's supporting it. I think I want it to be... I think I want to do it 3 deep. Is 3 enough? Is 3 thick enough? That's the question. Not counting what I put on top. So yeah, let's do 3 for right now and see what this feels like in the end. I go like this. Ugh. Go away. Alright, just like that. Steel plates. Let's fill this in though, and let's see what we think of that. It's funny how this just starts coming together, I feel like. I think what we'll do, because I think it's going to be easier to work with at this point, is I'm going to let build and repair kind of do its thing. And it'll fill this in for us. And then we can come back and kind of mess with it from there. But it's going to take a little while to do this, so good thing I have a bunch of things I can do around the house and whatnot as it builds, and I'll see how many times I die. Although I could probably just put myself into a cryo chamber. I think when you put yourself into a cryo chamber, you're Gucci, right? Like nothing can happen, or am I wrong? That's a medical station. Wait, do I have a cryo? We do now. Where are we gonna put this thing at? We'll build this real quick because I think I can just sit in here and not die. All right, let's turn on build and repair, and let's see if my theory of sitting inside the cryo chamber actually works. Well, I may have fallen asleep while I was waiting. Like, I actually went to bed at night because I kind of forgot the game was running. But this whole entire left-hand side is done. The thing is I do think I want to make it a little bit longer this way. And I think the reason why is I might actually be able to put my hydrogen tanks in here. I know that sounds really dumb. Put the hydrogen tanks probably about all this thrust because, well, it's hydrogen. But at the same time, I think that this would be a good use of space. So, I think that's what we're going to do. First things first, let's go ahead and change out the paint. Is it... It's 50, I think, the paint. Let's... Or, the weld to destroy. Let's find out. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Let's destroy both of these. They need to go. I also want to put thrust that's facing this way as well. But the more challenging thing is I need to figure out how to run the conveyor system. Now, I know that there is a conveyor system. It looks like it would be... There's some right here. Let's go ahead and just weld out this stuff here. I think I could actually just bring it... It's kind of a pain that I didn't do this to begin with. I didn't think of it, though, until after I thought of it. That's how thinking of things works, so, you know. You don't think about it, and then you do think about it, so then you do it. Okay, so let's go one more here. I think this would work, though, because I can... I just gotta remember where it's at. And I'll know once this one welds out. Okay, so it actually goes all the way up. That's good. That's alright, because then right in here... This is going to be a weird way of doing it, let me tell you. So we'll get rid of that. We'll get rid of this. We gotta get to about right here. So let's just go boom, 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 and boom. And I was thinking about how to like make this as easy as possible. To like recreate this over here. And I think what I'm gonna do is it possible I could just, when this is done, theoretically I could just cut it completely off, right? Take a blueprint of it, move it over here, place the blueprint down and rebuild it, right? I'm kind of hoping I can do that, because I don't think it'd be too terrible to do otherwise, but that's one thing that's bad about playing in Survival mode is you don't have the mirror options like you do in creative. Okay, so we know what this needs to go yet. And then it was like right here, so let's just go straight down. Yeah, I don't see any other conveyor systems I can take advantage of, so it'd be this one for sure. And then let's do one more. I cannot fly, but you guys know that. Oh no, that's fine. I can I see it now. That's actually worked out quite well. Back to silver. Oh yeah, I don't have any steel plates because I died. We'll grab them right now. Steel. Fun. Okay. Where'd it go? Here it is. I was really worried too. I was like laying in bed after waking up thinking, okay, is this gonna work or not? And I thought like, in my brain, I was thinking this is way too small for what I was envisioning. But I think I was envisioning using like the thrusters that were used on this, which would have made it look way too small. But I think because I'm using large thrusters, I think it works. But also extending this out to fit hydrogen on it is going to be a huge help as well. So there's that. I mean, it's going to work, I think. Let's go grab paint again. Let's grab this. And then I think I just need to go one whole more line like so. I've been disconnected. Okay, good. I think I'm good now. I can go silver. Let's find that conveyor system piece. 9, yes it is. We'll come in here and let's just find the T section. Flip around, boom. I like it. What's this? Did I mess up in here? I did. That's fine. We can fix it. Boom. Fixed. Easy. Oh, I can't see anything. There we go. Alright, here. Boom, boom. Boom. See, this is 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it puts it right in the middle. That works out well. Yeah, let's do a junction. I'm gonna do a junction here because just in case I want to bring something up into this room. I don't know yet, but it'd be nice to have something there. Interior plates, blah. What do you got for me? Interior. 10? That's enough. That's enough to get started. Drop that in there. Do I have gravity? I do. Nice. I guess I could look down in the bottom right corner and saw that I had artificial gravity going. Okay, so then I take this all the way out here. Big thing is now, so let's go hydrogen. That's thruster, that's thruster. That's industrial hydrogen tank, hydrogen engine. I don't know which one I want to use. I think I'm gonna use the round, like this one. But it won't be, I don't need to like connect it multiple ways, right? Like I can just slap it in like this, I think. Yeah, I think I could go just like, I think this would work. Because that connector point is right in the right spot, so I'm doing something right. I hope that's connected still. I think it connected back over here against the thrust. We'll find out. We'll find out real soon. And then let's go grab this again. C is just fine for this. Boom. And boom. There. That is now connected. Let's go turn off build and repair once this is done. Man, that built that fast. Yeah, let's turn off build and repair for right now because I want to work on rebuilding up these, how I want to do this down here. So, it'll be a lot easier if I have this turned off first. I feel all like congested and nasally right away this morning. Hopefully audio quality isn't terrible. My bad if it is. Okay. That's good. Yeah, I think that will work, because I'll be protected on this side. Does hydrogen go booming, Space Engineers? I should really test that. But hopefully there's gonna be enough armor over here, because I want to add a little bit more of a flare out here yet. I want to do like one of those, I don't think there's any ships that I have that have it. Like a piece that kind of extends out to create a little bit more armor around something. I don't know. Hopefully it'll make sense when I get to that point, but let's see. I think what I need to do at this point, though, is just let's lay out some more... Need more steel plates. I made a ton of steel plates. Yeah. Yeah, I like seeing that. I like seeing all of that. And then... Doop, 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 doop. Because what I want to... The other thing that I was missing is... Is it this one I'm using? Or this one? It's these I'm using. Do I go...
Energy low.
Thank you. I want to do that. Do I want to put it there, or do I want to get rid of all this and put it there? I think I want to do it. Let's change this back to silver. Let's go like this. Let's kind of mimic what we got going on down there. And then let's flip this on down here. Come on, where are you at? Okay. And then I just need to add the forward thrust, which honestly I think maybe I'm kind of happy this happened, because my forward thrust, I might actually want to do it here. And here. You know what? I messed that up. I made it put that bottom one out just a little bit further, but I kind of like the way that looks. Do I like the way that looks? That'd probably look better back there. I think though, no matter what, I want to put it further out. Like that. There we go. I can build in some reinforcements down there. Extra armor. Try protecting that tank as best as possible. I'll probably actually throw on a couple defense turrets up here on top of this wing, right from that point. Help protect any rockets and stuff coming in. Let's get some energy real quick. So the cryopod didn't actually freeze you. For some reason, I thought the longer you stayed in here, it eventually froze, allowing you to what word am I wanting to use? Like everything stopped, like oxygen consumption, hydrogen consumption, food, water, and sleep. And maybe it does, but I think food and water does not stop. So that might have been the problem. But look in the bottom right-hand corner too. Since we have 3 days worth of power and only consuming 1, that's pretty dang good. Low on hydrogen, but I did go out and get ice too. So as I was, you know, rubbing the sleep out of my eyes, I went and did that. All right. We have that working. I like it. I think I like that. It looks like just a hodgepodge of a mess. Hodgepodge of a mess. Is that how you say that? Looks like it at least. But I think with a little bit of TLC and some armor work, we can make this look pretty decent. And that is what we are going to work on. So I'm pretty happy with the way, more or less, this turned out down here. I'm digging it. I like the way that turned out. I do want to see if there's a way to, like, maybe, let's see, if I did something like this and like this, just throwing out an idea. And then once again, I do like having this, like, slightly difference in angles there. I think that makes it look a little bit crisper and cleaner. I might be able to put something on the same side over here, and I'll see if I can somehow blend it in right around the corner here. Might be a way to. I don't know if it's easy. I don't think it's gonna be like a super simple thing to find, but I'm not overly worried about it either. Like, if I don't blend that in, I don't think it's gonna look like the worst thing ever. And I can even throw in some, you know, different angle like that, which I think is fine too. It doesn't have to, like, perfectly blend in. But yeah, I think if I did that along here, I think that's fine. Like, I don't have a problem with this. So let's go like this. This needs to get rebuilt, which was then just, is it just a 40? Or 40? I think this is 45. I don't know. It doesn't tell you over there, and it's definitely way too early for me to be able to tell you that simply without having to process too much information, so it ain't happening. This has to go here. And then this goes like this. Oh, that's not going to fit there. That's fine. That's fine. We'll get rid of it. And then we'll jump back into this one. Go boop, boop, boop. And boop, boop, boop. Okay. So I'll figure out something down here. This is a different angle, so if I have a way of making it look a little bit better, I don't know if I like the fact that there's this gap here. So I'll have to mess with that, maybe do that off of recording, because that's, messing with those armor blocks is kind of a pain in the butt, at least for me. It takes me a long time and a lot of just sitting here. Find what works best. So this needs to go back in here. I definitely want to put as much armor as I can around this. Okay. Protected hydrogen tank as much as possible. And then let's start here. Let's just take this out. We know we want it to be basically, I gotta be careful, because if I use the wrong type of block, it's gonna make it that much harder in the future. Essentially, I need it to be all the way out here. Like, I want it to come all the way out, but I don't want it to be that square. So, and then this needs to come all the way out to here, more or less. So let's do the same thing over here. Whoops. One a little too far. We know that this needs to come up this high. Basically, I just want to frame it out, right? Like, I want to be able to see exactly the dimensions I'm working with. This comes out far enough, and I don't hate that curve coming into that. That's fine. So I could do something very similar here. Was it just the normal? Yeah. So I'm cool with that. And really, I think what I could do here, see, I kind of wish you had a way of, like, stepping this back without it looking weird. But if I did one more up, and then how would you, I got it up to this high. I think that would come down too fast. And I can't, the problem is you can't also connect to this right now. That's kind of a pain. Where's this connecting point at? Back there. Alright, well, let's just put some armor here for right now. Let's just go like this. You know we're gonna want it. So if we go like that, if I were to go this style here, all the way across. Does that look weird because of the angle that's here? Not terribly. And I would like it to be higher though, so what I think I could do instead is let's go somewhere along this line. Not the biggest fan of that. I think what I need to do to fix this is let's do this. Let's rip this all down real quick. And let's just start up here with this. Let's see how far out this really has to go if I use this block all the way across. I'm fine with it having some length to it, right? Like, it doesn't have to be super compact and square. I mean, look at my ship. It's massive. So there can be some length. And I don't care if this is kind of hidden behind, not behind armor, but like into some armor. Some recessed into armor. Is that the right word I want to use? Probably not. I mean, let's be fair. It's probably not the right word, but really don't know if this is going to work or not, but that's why I have build and repair turned off, so I can just really have some fun with this as I go. So I think if I just did, that's really all it's going to take is one more, right? So boom, 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 boom. Okay, so which means I need to probably tear this all down.
Inventory full.
Let's go empty out just the stuff that I don't want on me. Basically these. And let's get this one going beautifully. I don't have to worry about that one right now. See, the thing is because this is all the way out here, I should try bringing it, curving it in somehow around this way. That's so much further out. But I think what I want to do, I don't know if I like this. I think it's too hard to tell because it doesn't look complete right now. I think it's really hard to tell because it doesn't look complete. Like if I look at the neck row, I mean, there's armor in there. It's only like one layer of armor. Where this is going to be multiple layers of armor built into this. I mean, I like the scale of it. I think it looks sweet that way. Let's just mess with it. Let's just see what we can do here. And then my goal is to try getting this done. I might have to finish off. I want to get like the basics of a framework done. And then I think how I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the wing off. Well, I'm going to save the game first, just in case I completely screw this up. Cut the wing off, blueprint that piece. Hopefully figure out a way I can mirror it over here. And then have build and repair just rebuild it. I'm hoping I can do that. But let's see here. So I want to come all the way out here. I gotta figure out a way to kind of curve this in. So it's definitely gonna be at least one more out. And then is there a way I can start kind of like... I mean, that's not bad. Actually, I think after seeing that, let's go like that. It doesn't quite blend in as nicely there, but I think that's okay. And then what else we got here? Anything else I care about? Oh, it does turn into that. Hmm. I mean, that look weird though, right? If there's... If I go like this, is there another piece I can go... I mean, kind of. I could get rid of that. I know, I have to go get energy again. There we go. Half slab, half slab. But really, I think I need to take this down all one. I'll be right back. Okay, I think I just need to take it one step down. So let's go back to doing it this way. Well, that can go there, we know that. And then this we can throw in here. So the top thrust will be a little bit more exposed, but I think that's going to look better in the end. Because from here I want to put the corner piece on both sides here. I don't know if there's anything else. Let's just look through here real quick and see if there's anything else that will transition a little bit better with the way I'm doing this. Yeah, see, this is why I don't want to... I can't talk and think as I'm doing this type of stuff. That's why I don't want to do it on recording, because it makes for some terrible gameplay. What am I looking at here? No, that's definitely not it. Although, I say definitely, but yet, at the same time... No, that's not it. I'm sure there's a way to really make this transition nicely. But I think the way I'm gonna have to do it is use just those half slabs again. I think that'll look alright. Yeah, so I think I just gotta do... Can I go like this? Is there something else that would... fit in there nicely? I think that does. So I go back to that half slab here. And I can go to this, and I don't think I want that though. I don't think I need to go completely out. I think that's all right. Let's strip this down real quick. I think that's all right. At least coming off of there. Then the challenge is, let's do this side, because this side's going to be a lot easier in my opinion. Because I just need to figure out how to kind of mesh this stuff together. That's not right. That's not the right angle either, because I need that piece down there to be flat for a little bit. Is there going to be one, though? I don't think so, unless it's in one of these other sections. Because that's not it, right? Wait a minute, maybe it was. So this would definitely work. This, I think, fixes my problem here. I just can't use the inverted one. Where's the non-inverted one? That's not it. Because that doesn't work there, right? No, I don't think so. No. So by doing that, I can then now... Why am I doing this? I need to finish up over here. See my brain, guys? Do you see my brain? See how my brain works? It's terrible, isn't it? Alright, so we go like that. This is another challenge we're gonna have right here, but let's just see what we can find to make it work. Like, that wouldn't be terrible. Because I can go like that. There's only a little bit of difference in here, but that might look good. I'm not gonna know until I build it with build and repair. But if I go like that, so then do you... I'm just trying to think, do I want to encompass this more, or... I think I don't want... Oh, I need to, though, because of the hydrogen tank. Like, I gotta somehow transition this up. And do I want to do just... Like, I think what's going through my brain is I want to just do, like, straight up right now. Be done with it. And then that way I have a little bit more flatter area up here. Something like that. I'm not going to really know what that looks like for sure until I get to see it. I don't think this is going to look the best, but it might not look awful. Let's just mess around with a couple more of these and see what we can do here. So that one we know would fit there. That doesn't. Never said I was an expert at this game, so bear with me. I know this is painful to watch. Gone through all those already. Still doesn't... I mean, that looks better, but that still doesn't match up with the angle on that. That's the downside of it. I feel like a Minecraft, dude. That doesn't look bad. Again, I'm not gonna fully know until I build it. Even thinking about this. It's interesting. But it's something like, no, that doesn't fit there though. Let's see what that corner piece looks like actually. Let's try it one more time. Let's look through, not one more time, but let's look through this one yet. Okay, that actually looks like it lines up really nicely. So the issue is now is I need to see if I can find something that will work in here. Only a few pieces, huh? Okay. I just need something that's gonna fit nicely in this section here. And that might be the biggest struggle. It's not there. Not that. I mean, it might have to be something like that. I'm not going to really know what that looks like until it builds, but we'll tell once we get it built. And then this can come up here. I'm going to have to somehow transition this side into it as well. Like, there's going to have to be some work like this happening up here, I think, to make it look good, because... Is that how this is? Yeah, there's some armor sloping in here. I gotta at least have some form of slope happening. Kind of rounding it off, more or less, is what I'm trying to say there. So... I like that. What it's doing is it's making me want to somehow what's doing is it makes me want to get rid of this and get rid of this. And let's get rid of all of this. What's making me want to do is compact it a little bit more and make it longer than square, which fits the look of my ship design better anyway, but
Meteor storm
so
inbound.
oh, that's cool. I'm happy that's happening right now. I'm about to hear a bunch of guns going off. Do I want to do it like just like that? I think so. Oh, I love it. A little bit of overkill there, but that's fine. That's fine. It's good. We're cool. It's all right. Let's see. Oh, it's so much of a pain in the butt to do this. Did I get it? Not even close. Actually, this one needs to come in. And then we do...
Energy low.
yeah, just like this. Okay, so that compacts it up a little bit more. Still gives me that left and right thrust. Compacts it up though, making this probably a lot easier to work with, so it's not so square. I still think I want to put some form of like protection up here, and I might even look about bringing that hydrogen tank connector down here and throwing some more protection down here. Yeah, I'm cool with that. I think that looks all right. Okay, so if I did that like that, let's do this all the way out for sure. I would like to somehow copy or mimic that, but let's do flat all the way out. I want to leave that gap there to put in some conveyor systems. Actually, I don't even want to for right now. Let's get rid of this. What I'm wondering is if... like, does this look more like a back end? Yeah, that looks more like a back end. So how do I make it look more like a front end? It's probably got to be as sleek of a slope as possible. So I can't add any extra flare to it, in my opinion. I just got to go straight down like this. And then... and we're still pretty... so I think what I will do, actually, to slow us down even more... oh, what did I just get rid of? The side thrust. Okay. I knew I saw something disappear that was size to it. There we go. That works. So I think what I could do to actually slow this slope down is, let's go back here, but let's also throw in just a flat piece like this. Does that look bad? Hard to say, right? I don't think that's gonna look terrible. Again, we're not gonna know until we build it. So there's that. There. I messed up. That's fine. We'll grind it away right now. Yeah, I think we're just gonna have to build this and see. So let's go here. And boop boop. One more here. Boom and boom. And then we just do this. Okay, so I guess I need to do the same thing here. I didn't miss this process. So this goes out like that. It's just the flat pieces, so we'll put those in right away. Put in this right away. And then put in this right away. That worked out well. Yeah, so I think I just need to really build it and see what it's gonna look like. I think it's also gonna look goofy until I get this back end done. Like, I really probably need to work on getting this back end done. I'm trying to figure out what else I could put here. What I should work on doing is coming up with some form of, like, system. It might be a little bit of armor in here, but come up with some form of system that actually extends out a connector up or down. Maybe up. So how you would dock a ship. I don't know. I'm trying to think of what else this could use. I feel like that back end is a little bit of wasted space right now. You know, do I want to build up some more thrust back here? You guys tell me. You guys can get an idea. Right now we're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4. I just realized I'm using different thrusters. I really like the way those look. I really like the way those look versus those. Actually, I kind of want to leave them separate. We'll see how bad it looks when I build it all out, and we can always redo it. But you guys tell me, like, is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 forward thrust this size, these large warfare thrusters, enough to push the ship at a high rate of speed? Or do I need to build a separate, like, thrusting area up here, which I could easily do that. It'd be recessed a little bit, which might look good. But you guys give me an idea. I think overall, though, I think this is starting to turn out good. I need to probably weld this back. Yeah, that needs to probably get tore back. Let's go paint. Let's go here. I think I'm just going to get rid of all of this for right now. Let's get rid of all of this for right now, too. Let's turn on build and repair and let this kind of cook for a little bit. And then I think I'll probably work on this just a little bit off recording. Just because I don't feel like it's one of those weird feelings I get when I make these videos is I feel like I do a lot, but then like I go back and edit it and it's like I hardly did anything. So again, your feedback is always very appreciated because it tells me how to, you know, improve my recording quality more or less. But I'm gonna let this kind of weld through. When we come back next episode, you guys will be able to see what that looks like. Actually, we'll just let this go first. I'll show you guys first, and then next episode you'll come back and hopefully this wing will be done and maybe even mimicked over here if I really like it. So okay guys, give me 1 second. Okay, well, it's getting pretty close to being done, and honestly I'm pretty happy with it for the most part. I'm gonna have to figure out how to transition it from side to side here, but it's gonna be a little bit of a project to work on to make that happen. A couple things I did while I was waiting for it to weld out too is I installed like 3 or 4 O2 H2 generators. This is exposed outside, but I think it kind of looks cool first off. I think that's a really sweet look. One over here, and then I put one right here, which is where the O2 H2 generator or fan is at down there anyway, so it kind of works out well. And I'll probably continue to slap some more on as we go. Like for instance, there's a conveyor system here with beds. So what I'll probably end up doing is throwing on like one like this, and one like this over here, And then what that would allow me to do is grab the vents. This is the plus symbol one. Let's check this one out. I'm trying to think. So I could put one of these like this. And that way we start getting some fan, you know, air ran into this. Granted, I'm going to turn those off because there's no point to do it right now. But yeah, let's grab cargo. Throw a cargo container here and here, I think. I feel like that's something I don't have enough of as of right now throughout the whole entire ship, is like just cargo access points. It's something I definitely want to improve upon. Now I was sort of thinking, like, I think once I get this done and this one over here done, I think I can technically detach the ship. Because that'd give me, that's downward thrust, upward thrust, forward thrust, backwards thrust, and side to side thrust. Yeah, I think I just need to finish this wing over there, and then that's going to allow me to start digging into the systems too, because that's a whole other thing I need to set up. One thing I was thinking about too, is there a way for me to throw in some, like, can I put a thruster built into this armor? I might be able to. No. We don't want that there. I think I might be able to. It would mess up that angle, that curve there a little bit, but it might actually look kind of cool with a couple thrusts on the side. It might be better if I can put it here. I think it would be better if I put it underneath, actually. We'll mess with that. I'll probably mess with that a little bit off recording too, but I am definitely pretty happy with the way this is turning out. So let me guys know what you think down below, if there's ways I could improve upon it. I really obviously still have to finish off the wing. I'll probably work on that mostly off recording. Keep in mind, I do plan on putting this up on the workshop once it's done. I'm probably going to put it up in a base paint job like this, and throw a little competition out there to see who can come up with some of the best designs for painting a ship up, decorating it, so on and so forth. But for right now, I want to thank you guys so much for all the love and support on my channel, and I'll talk to you guys soon.